Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Emmanuel. You can call me Brahima. Welcome to Summer Hat Sessions. Today we have with us William Arnold Decker. He's an artist and he's here to tell us more about himself and a bit more about his art business. So, William, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me today.
So, yeah, just tell us about yourself.
So my name is William Arnold Decker. I'm an artist, driven by passion and delighted by creation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell us so how did you get into art? Like, how did you start?
Okay, so with the art, I had no idea I was good at it. I was staying with a cousin of mine, and by then he was good with the art. So one day he came home with a friend of his, and he was like, "Want us to draw?" Knowing that I was not good at it, so I was like, "What is this guy trying to do?" Okay, when you want to impress it, you should have at least tell me something.
Yeah.
So then he brought this book, so you have to do like a copy art. So I didn't want to disgrace myself, so I did my best. Surprisingly, I did well.
Okay.
Then all of a sudden my cousin was like, whoa, like he had no idea I could draw. I myself was surprised. So then it started by drawing every day, then to where I am today.
So how old were you when you did this?
Oh, I think 5 or 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
5 or 6. 5 or 6. Yeah.
So what type of art do you do?
Basically, I do representational art. I'm a versatile type. I do marquetry, mosaic, painting, charcoal works. Yeah, I just mix it up.
Why all these different ones?
Okay, basically, I love to explore. And I realize that sometimes when you're good at one thing, I love to challenge myself. Others would like to stick to one particular art for a long time. But for me, when I'm there, I just want to explore. Okay. For example, maybe I'm doing black and white art. So now I want to introduce colors. It can be painting, it can be pastel, it can be color pencil, depending on what I want to use. And as I do that, people have an interest in that. So I end up doing something like that for them. So it's helpful. I just love to do other stuff towards it too.
So from the age of 5 or 6, did you know you wanted to be an artist, or like there were other things?
I knew I wanted to be an artist because it came a time I couldn't stop.
Okay.
I just couldn't stop. Even when I was in class, I remember one time our teacher was sitting down. By the time he knew I had drawn him, it was like, no, you have to do something about it. But my only thing was about my social life. I was the indoor type. So my mom used to complain a lot. So one day she came and was like, the real life is out there. And it was true because I'm in my room every day. I need to also explore. So I started opening up to people. And I think it worked too. It worked too. Yeah. Okay.
So do you do it full-time?
I do it full-time. But currently I'm schooling as well. So it's a bit difficult, but it's been good.
What school?
Okay, the art school I went was Technical University. Okay. So from there I had an interest in teaching. So currently I'm at University of Education, Winneba, pursuing art education. Okay. Yeah.
And then you said it's a bit stressful balancing the things.
The reason being so is that you're a student. You have assignment coming in. You have contract coming in. So when it happens like that, I have to make way. So imagine it's an extra work, and I love challenge. So I don't normally get enough rest though, but I try to do my best. Okay. So when I'm on vacation, I'm really happy. Yeah. Because I get time to relax and do what I want to do. Yeah.
Okay, so do you see yourself doing this for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
The rest of your life?
Yeah.
You add any other thing just straight?
Yeah, I'm thinking of also teaching other people or opening an art school and other things. People call in, they want to learn. Yeah. So after when I'm done, I think I'll add certain things to it. Okay. Train, even add people to the group so that we can also help others in the art field.
Okay, so you have a group right now?
Currently, no.
Okay,
currently, no. I have friends that we motivate ourselves. You need to surround yourself with artists. That's what I've been saying. Because if I'm having a friend who's a banker who's not interested in art, sometimes it can push your motivation down. But when you surround yourself with people what I like you to do what you are doing, it helps with the motivation. It boosts you.
Yeah.
Because it's not easy sitting down for hours all alone. You know, in school, friends are everybody has a program and interest. You know, some are going to beaches and you're in your room drawing.
Yeah.
It's not easy. It's not easy at all. It's not easy at all. So yeah.
So like have they ever, like, you know how Ghana is about art, like there's the science and then there's arts, how people see arts. Have you ever felt like this kind of discrimination towards arts?
Yeah, I think people are starting to embrace arts in Ghana here. The truth being that art can't do without science, science can't do without art.
Okay.
An example is that, for example, an iPhone, the engine is basically your science and whatnot, but the outline, the design itself has to be sketched carefully, everything. And even if you're going for a phone, you know, even the notch, just the notch itself. Now look at other companies. Now they are copying just that style. So we have a big impact in the society, but people don't think it's that big. Even the car, just the design itself, like wow. Before you come to the engine and also so I think we need to give us. There has to be that kind of friendly movement with us too.
Okay. So like, has there ever been like any challenges you face that have tried to knock you down or?
Yeah, the challenges sometimes art materials when you need them the most, it might be out of stock because they have other places you can get art materials. You might not get it the time you want, and the kind of energy that comes out with people who do art. That's why I'm like saying, surround yourself with people who do what you do. People do like it, but when they can't do it, they don't really understand you. And I'm really sad when people don't appreciate art. They think we are just there, but nah, we are more than what you think. So it's time taken, and it's not an easy job. If you are lazy, don't go there. I will encourage you to do it, but you need to also motivate yourself, because the time will come you can feel left alone. Yeah. But me, I wasn't even doing it for business or so. I was just doing it for the fun of it. It became a hobby. Then it became a business. So it just basically, you shouldn't think about the money, but the joy you have when doing it. Yeah.
So like, at what point did you realize that you wanted to make it a business and not just keep it as a hobby?
Okay. Funny enough, I was drawing then, and two of my friends were like, Charlie, I need you to do this art for my girl. And I'm like, I'm not ready yet. Most of our problem is that we want to get to some standard before we start posting our work. And I was scared to do that. So I did one for him and I posted it. Another person came. These two of them paved the way for me. Since then, it has been one person to the other till now. Yeah. So, yeah.
In your opinion, what's the best thing about art?
Okay, in my opinion, art itself is like a therapy. It's more than just a work hanging on the wall. It speaks to a lot of people. Some people just need an art to relax. They have courses like art therapy that helps them in a way that they can relax when they see a particular work. There was one guy I did a painting for. He was more into he liked sea waves, and where he was, I don't know whether there was no beach around, but he wanted that. So every morning, so when he sees the work, he is refreshing. So it's not just about the art being there, but it speaks a lot for itself too.
And what's the worst thing about it?
The worst thing about it is people not appreciating art. Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah.
And then what? So there are many artists out there, many different artists. So why should I, Emmanuel Mensah, come and pick you, William Decker?
Okay. Firstly, I don't stick to one thing. Secondly, the art I do is basically my time, my frustration, my love, my pain, and above all, what I want to achieve for the person. So basically, when you're having an artwork for me, even be it a portrait, you're not going to see yourself, but you're having a piece of me and what I've been through. So it speaks for itself. Yeah.
And then where do you see yourself in the next 10 years?
10 years is big. And I'm working towards it. I don't know what the future holds, but I believe by then things would have been bigger and better, and I'll be able to solve problems around our community, with the youth around, those who need the talent, who are ready to go into art.
Yeah. Okay. And then you mentioned something about the work you do. So how long does it take to finish one piece of art? I guess it depends.
It depends on the kind of material I'm using. Be it charcoal, pencil. It all takes a lot. But for example, you have a customer. He gets your number. He needs it in like 3 days.
Yeah.
Those are pressure. So in this world that we are now, you have to know how to move around faster. I can take a week. I can take a month, depending on the size of the work and how big and maybe the sharpness of the picture. But when the pictures are bad, it becomes a headache. You know, some of them too, they've seen your work, they are pleading. The pictures are bad. You might do it and they might not like it. So I try to do my best by telling them, okay, this is the time frame I can do. So depending on the customer, it helps. But for me, the time varies. It varies because of the sizes.
Okay. So what's your social media pages?
Okay, so for Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram is WADArt Gh. WADArt Gh.
Okay. And if I want to contact you, I just go to any of them. And
any of them. Just type WADArt Gh. You see it there.
Any last words for anyone watching for us?
For the youth and the artists out there, those who are coming up, I just want to tell them that they shouldn't let the internet rush them, because people are working hard. No one is posting their failures anyway. It's what they've accomplished. So it should be God first, be perseverant, and be hardworking, and you surely get there. Okay. That's my advice to them.
Okay.